Hello and welcome back to a bit of a different video today. I thought I'd talk about some Magic the Gathering. So for a few years now I've been a very casual Magic the Gathering player. I've got a couple of friends who enjoy playing as well, but we all sort of build the most casual, cheap, really bad decks possible and just have fun with it. So yeah, today I thought I'd talk a bit about Magic the Gathering and how it's been going recently and about the deck that I'm currently working on. So the most recent Magic the Gathering set was Edge of Eternities. And after the sort of beginning of this year and some of the sort of underwhelming feelings I was having towards some of the sets. So we had Aether Drift, which ended up being underwhelming. We had Tarkia, which I kind of felt a lot of apathy towards. There was nothing in the set that really interested me, which for a dragon set, I felt the dragons were uninspired and not really the central part of the set. So, and then obviously Final Fantasy, expensive, don't care about the franchise, skipped it entirely. So I thought I'd go blind into Edge of Eternities. I wasn't expecting too much from the set. And so I avoided all the spoilers, all the pre-release talk. All I really saw was that they had shocklands in the set. And ended up getting a few packs at release and finding out it's a really cool set. So I ended up getting 4 packs in total. I pulled a few good cards. I think probably the coolest things I got was this Watery Grave, which is my first ever shockland. It's kind of cool. And I got one of these Stellar cards, is it? A Wandering Fumarole. So I thought that was cool. And it was actually really fun going into a set blind for the first time since I got into the Magic the Gathering. Honestly, it's really more fun, I think, when you can look through each card for the first time, when you're opening a pack, read the card, see what it does. And I actually ended up really liking the Spacecraft theme. Unfortunately, having opened 4 packs, that's the end of it because there's no packs available anymore to buy. So my LGS is out. So they've been out of Pokemon all year. And now they're also out of Magic the Gathering, well, for some sets, including Edge of Eternities. So that's been a bit unfortunate. It's been a pretty rough year for Magic the Gathering with underwhelming sets, and now they finally released a good set and you can't get any packs for it. So and honestly now I'm just done with the game and opening cards for the rest of the year until I guess 2026 and Law would come out. But I do really enjoy Edge of Eternities. It's like a shining light in the dark. I really love the Spacecraft and I decided I would build a deck around it. So my idea is sort of, it's a really stupid deck, but it's basically giant sea creatures crewing spaceships. So I picked up 4 singles online because I knew I'd never open enough packs to get the sort of rares I need. So I got the Lab Ship, Synthesized Lab Ship, Lumen Crust Frigate, the Sarima, and Starwinder. So I think it was about $9, was it $9, $6 or something for these? I think cheaper than the cost of a pack, and got 4 rares that I could put in the deck. Starwinder's a pretty cool card. Big Leviathan. And so the deck itself, actually we'll go through this first because this is something a bit interesting. So this is a Legends Elderspawn. So it's a rare in Legends. It is a 7 mana, I think it's a 7/7, if it will focus, 6/6. 7 mana 6/6. And it can't be blocked by red creatures, which is fantastic. Unfortunately, every upkeep you have to sacrifice an island. So not a bit of a drawback on that, but I thought it's just, the idea of this crewing spacecrafts is really funny to me. Also fun that in the same set we have a 7 mana 7/7 which has a bonus to it rather than a downside. So the past and the future. So this is the worst card of the deck, and it's also the most expensive. So I think I paid $42 Australian for this online. It was one of only 3 elderspawn available on eBay in Australia. So currently there's 2, and these cards are really, they're rare and they're also illiquid. So I also wanted to buy a Taniwa, the Mirage Dragon. I think it's a dragon, and it's, you just can't find any in Australia. So there's none for sale, none recently sold. It just doesn't exist. And I think that might be because, I'm not sure when the first set was released in Australia, but I think the first few sets only saw a US release or a limited international release. So these cards are really hard to find in Australia. This is a reserve list card, which doesn't mean anything because they probably would never print this again anyway. But I think it's awesome. I do wish we got more spawns in the game. This is still the only spawn ever printed. And this is a card from what, like 1993? 1904. So 21 years since, still the only spawn in Magic the Gathering. And I think there should be more. I also think this should be a legendary card. It is the Elder Spawn after all, it should be a legend. Because it would be cool to make a commander deck around this card. But I got that to my deck. The main deck itself, I'm still working on. I haven't been able to get any more Edge of Eternity, obviously, so I've been sort of going through some old packs to put some stuff in. So, Dominaria United from a few years ago. Aether Drift land. Some of these islands are so cool. I really love the space effect. The Aether Drift one. Lost Cards and Zixlon, one of my favourite sets. Love this Dominaria United island. I'm actually really fond of Dominaria United. I also like Adaka Wastes. I've got a couple of those in. Restless Anchorage. This can also pay some mana and tap it to station on a spacecraft. We've got this Abuelo Ancestral Echo. You can do the blink to get rid of the warp downside, except the blink costs sometimes more than the just paying the card normally. I thought that was funny. Big spacecraft, another spacecraft, some exile. Really, this is one of my favourite cards for the set, Mechanozoa. It's just a 6 mana robot jellyfish, but you can warp it in. Realistically, it's not that good, but I think it's like for the theme of this set, it works in this deck. It works perfectly. Got a lizard guy. I think if you're casting spells, you get an artifact, which is kind of cool. Nanoform Sentinel. I think this is actually like untap your creatures, so I can untap my Elder Spawn and then crew another vehicle, and that's really cool. Crew another spacecraft. A Jellyfish Wizard, why not? A bit of card draw, counterspell, destruction, and an equipment card. Gives hexproof. So yeah, it's pretty bad casual deck. I still need another 10 cards, I think. A few more lands, probably a bit more interaction. I was hoping to get a few more common and uncommon spacecraft, but I don't think that's going to happen anymore. There's no more packs available. But yeah, let me know what you think. If you are a fan of casual Magic the Gathering, if you're a big fan of Elder Spawn, join the fan club. All you need to do is buy a coffee. It's not the cleanest of cards, so it's definitely going in my deck, and probably for the first time in its life, it's going to actually see some play. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.